Yeah, so the 125 was sitting in the barn for how many years?
My buddy had that for, well, when he was a kid even. So he had it in his shed, and then I bought it a year or two ago.
Okay.
And I mean, I believe him that he drove it, and I just never really got to it.
Okay.
To get this one up and running.
Okay.
But
what year was that one?
That one's a 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the Dozer, that's a 1950s?
It's a 50s, I would say early 50s, but it might be like a 53, 54 from the research I was doing.
Okay.
They did have earlier models.
Okay.
But this one set up with this type of lift was the newer version. And another guy did this to do the Hydra turn.
Okay.
The factory ones only had the raise.
Oh,
raise
really?
and lower. So but that guy did a pretty good job, whoever that was. That apparently was the guy before me that got it, that did that.
Okay.
But it works really nice.
What horsepower?
I don't even know. I believe it's a Wisconsin engine.
So that's the original engine?
I believe.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge, it is.
Huh. I think they come with 9 horse, so
Okay.
maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe it was swapped in at one point.
It looks vintage correct, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
that it is.
Oh, it comes with rubber
Yeah, street
cleats.
cleats.
Yeah, cool.
So the guy I got it from, he plowed his driveway with it because it really didn't mark up his driveway at all.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty cool.
You can drive it in and out of garages with concrete and whatever, and it doesn't.
Okay. Asphalt too?
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
It just doesn't scratch and nick it all up. So it works pretty slick that way, but even the drive gears are in good shape.
Yeah, not
It
bad.
really is in good shape.
So the guy did like a partial restoration on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the gauges correct? Is that probably not, right? The hours?
No, I think
6:15? It's not a whole lot.
I think it is.
that's probably
Really?
since he redid
Redid
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything works, honestly. Even the lights work on it.
Do you take that off?
I did, yeah. It's in the Jeep. It was flopping around, so
So hydraulics work good, no issues there.
no
Okay.
no issues at all.
Okay.
All of that works good.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Only thing
complete.
that's even questionable is the carburetor. It's an old one, but it works fine. You just got to play with it a couple times. But really, once you get used to it, you don't even have to mess with it. Maybe
Okay.
after it warms up or something, it's better. But I can show you all that.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we can unstrap it and
Yeah, cool.
tighten that back down.
So how much does this thing weigh?
I should
Do you know?
weight it, but I don't know. But it's
You think
not
like 1,500 pounds or not that heavy?
It's probably that.
Yeah, pretty solid unit.
It is.
For how small it is, I mean that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
For a gas shut off.
Okay.
This one here.
Yep.
It turns pretty hard actually. Open that one up, but then the cap also has one, so you got to open that one up.
I'm guessing it just runs premium then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Or whatever, but
Okay.
I always run premium in all my small stuff.
Yeah.
And then this guy right here is that one that sometimes you have to futz with. So it's all the way
Okay.
off right there. Just crack it, and then one more turn out.
Okay.
Right there, and you may play with that eventually, but
So go all the way in with it, then all the way,
yeah, I
then
always
one
go
turn
all the
out.
way in, and then it just so it doesn't flood it out.
Yeah.
So then it's just that quarter turn, and
Okay.
then one more.
Okay.
That's where it likes to run.
So
at.
that looks like it's just for the main jet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it's just this guy, the key, and then this is the throttle. And here's your choke.
Okay.
I think I'm good. Here's your neutral first. Yeah, we got reverse, low, and high. So you got 2 speeds forward, 1 reverse.
Okay.
But I had it in gear to push it up against there. It's still in gear.
Is neutral between low and high then?
Yeah, there's
okay.
2 neutrals to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you can come and park it over here. Sure, yeah, go for it. Not bad. Cool. Seems like it runs pretty good.
It does. It does. I just shut this one off right away.
Okay.
So don't flood out.
Cool.
Other than that,
Are there any tags or anything on it?
no, I
Okay.
couldn't find any.
Okay.
Even on the motor, but that's why he's got some info here, but it's starting to rub off. But I believe
yeah.
it's a Wisconsin.
Okay.
And just based off of this stuff, I can tell it's that mid 50s.
Okay.
Maybe early 50s, mid 50s.
Stuff in here too.
Oh, okay.
Not really anything.
Oh yeah, there's an extra cylinder there.
Cool.
There is a head gasket with it too.
Okay.
In the Jeep. I don't
So
know why,
he rebuilt the engine then, you think, or?
I couldn't tell you that.
Okay.
I'm not even sure why there's an extra head gasket, if it was an issue or maybe he didn't need it.
Yeah.
So he must have probably just had it because it's old and
Okay.
might as well take whatever parts you can get for an old machine. So
Yeah, exactly.
other than that, I don't know. It's in really good shape. So
Yeah, it looks really nice. These are pretty rare, right?
they are. They are.
'Cause
And when
I-
say the structs are neat. I was looking for a struct,
Yep.
but these I believe are built heavier than the struct.
Yeah.
And then I came across them. Like, oh boy,
I'm guessing they push more than the Struck.
I gotta. I've never had a struct, but these.
Yeah.
I was impressed with what it would do.
Hovercraft is going. Well, check out the new toy. Just traded this for the hovercraft. We got this motorcycle, 500 bucks in the trade. I lost big time on the hovercraft, but at least got something cool out of it. And this thing's super rare. So these were made in the 1950s, and there were several different models. One I believe is the biggest model they made. And they were made by a company called Juiced Manufacturing Company in Berkeley, California. And they were made throughout the 1950s. So this one's pretty rare. It's rarer than the Struck, because they still make the Strucks actually. And it's a lot heavier. These can range from 15 to 1800 pounds. That's really heavy for being this small. So this thing does push quite a bit of dirt and does do quite a bit of work for being so small. So this one comes fully loaded with hydraulics. There was a model that didn't have hydraulics at all. This one came stock with the up and down hydraulics, but not with the side to side. So I believe the original owner added those on there, and those all work great. Nice little blade on here. I believe it's 4 feet. So pretty good size for being this small. I believe this is a Wisconsin engine. I looked up a little information on these, and I believe they came standard with the 9 horsepower. We'll have to take a look and see if we can find a logo on here to confirm that. You can see your hydraulic controls right here. That's all nice. You've got an hour gauge on here, 615 hours. And then you've got the volt gauge on here for the battery. You just steer it like a regular skid steer. So left, right. Uses clutches in the back here to steer. You've got your gear selector here, and he labeled it right here: reverse, neutral, low, neutral, high, neutral. So it's nice it has low and high. All the cleats are really good. I guess the previous owner replaced all those and put rubber cleats on them. Tracks look good. Drive sprockets look really good. No broken teeth on those. Everything's greased up, he said. All the lights work. Has a hitch on the back. But yeah, you can see all the sprockets are good. Got the clutch right here. Yeah, pretty cool machine. And you don't see these ever. They're very, very rare. So let's check out the back here, the clutches. This panel comes off. I had it off before. This thing was built tough. You can see 2 separate clutches for steering left and right. Got drive chain coming from the gearbox, going to a pulley with some belts. The belts go up to, I believe, let's see here, the engine. I believe it just goes right to a pulley on the engine and then a pulley to the starter. So 2 belts and a chain is all it takes. So that's nice. It's nice there's not a whole bunch of chains in there. Just one big chain. And then there's grease fittings on here, right here. One right there, on both sides. So we're gonna test this thing out today and see what it can do. All right, I'll sit in it so you guys can see how big it is compared to me. It's definitely a lot more comfortable than the Struck one that I had. Definitely feels a lot bigger. But let's start this thing up. So to start this thing, there's a key over here. And turn that on. The kill switch, he said, wasn't working, so you just have to ground the wire for the kill. So you turn the key on, throttle it up a little bit. Just like that. And then you can turn the lights on right here too. Yeah, so lights work. You can see those are turning on. That's for the lights. And then what he said you want to do is twist this. Breather. Make sure the gas is on. Then you turn the main jet all the way off. And then you said you crank it until it fires, and then you turn the main jet out about 1 1/4 turns. That's not a light boat. I can barely pick up the front end of that. That's a heavy fiberglass boat. It just pulled through really loose dirt. Thing's a tank. Look at the size of the boat compared to the size of the Dozer. That's crazy. Alright, we're back by this path right here, and every time I mow, I get stuck right here. You can see it's like kind of like a hill. There's a big mound of dirt here. We're gonna kind of level that off. Maybe get rid of this tree as well, if we can. Alright, that's a lot better. See how much more even that is? Now we won't hit it with the mower going around here. So, I may keep that tree. That tree's alive. I made the path a little wider over there so we can get around that tree. But, yeah, looking good. That was the one spot that was a little iffy. Alright, this is one of the big rocks that I hit riding here. So, let's try to dig this out and move that. All right, that rock is way bigger than expected. It's coming all the way out over here. Thing's giant, so yeah, I don't think it can do that. Might need like a mini excavator to do that. All right, we've been running this thing for probably 4 straight hours. Has not skipped a beat at all. Thing is just a tank. Can pretty much do anything with this. And it's really good size for like grooming trails and stuff like that. It does knock down smaller trees as well. So yeah, it's pretty powerful for what it is. Probably the most powerful mini dozer out there, honestly. It's way more powerful than this truck. So we're gonna quick check the oil, make sure that's good. The guy said right there is where you check it. So we'll just see if that's topped off. Probably hasn't had an oil change in a while, I think. It's pretty black. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of oil in it. It's it needs to be changed out. That is pretty black. Ooh, that's not good. She's running lean. Very lean. Yeah, we'll have to do a carb clean. Get this thing running properly. Look how lean that is. So we're not gonna ride it anymore until we do that. That's not good. I wonder how long it's been running like that for. That's straight up white on the plug. Alright, new bike is loaded up. That's the first video on the Agricat. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. From the 1950s. Hope the guys enjoyed. We really tested this thing out today. Kind of saw all that it could do. Pulling trailers, pulled the boat. Can dig pretty good. And it can push down trees, move rocks. So it's a handy little dozer that actually isn't just a toy. I think it actually can do real work. So you saw it pull the logs like no problem. I mean, it can pull a lot. I hope the guys enjoyed the first video on it. It's definitely a unique piece of history that I'm probably gonna keep for a long time. Thing's super cool. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. More to come on this thing. And until next time, we are out.